Hi, Gabby. I am going to review your speech now. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up now. Okay, here we go. All right. So you begin the speech with saying, did you know 63% of college students struggle with anxiety? So you begin with a rhetorical question here. Anxiety is the most, so connection to the audience is established here, is the most common medical issue on college campus. Anxiety can consume us in a way difficult to, okay. Millions, heavy breathing, shaky hands, can be all consuming. The speech, how to replace anxiety with the purpose. Talks about his own story and about how he discovered struggles when entering college and started. Nicely done. Graduate from grade. Okay, explains how in his first semester felt out of place. This is something. Yes, the feeling of playing in your dorm room with the building. Thought about traveling and how much happy he would be after pushing through his first night into the college center. He talked to advice about traveling, and she told him what's the worst thing that could happen. Those few simple words. What could to take? And he started looking into options that could. Okay. So traveling, whether it's a vacation or a service trip, or maybe a mix of both, this one will boost anyone's. So things like studying abroad, going on community services trips. Other words, maybe we can get away when you bubble. Right, in this case, show the mindfulness and meditation. Personally, I've never been given meditation. I still have, and could have never done practicing and breathing. How you do that, you meditation. All right. Okay, Gabby, good. I'll tell you what worked out in the speech. I think that you have a great catch here, like, 60 of the begin with the rhetorical question. There's a connection. Anxiety is, as I think we had discussed, it's something that most people in college face, and some people, for them, it's a lifelong issue. Then you talk about the speech, and I like the way you talked about his life, which one you do storytelling there. Why was his story so compelling for you? So that in the body you established that the logos, why was the logos in this speech so relevant to you? So his throughout, how he felt out of place, how he dealt with it, what he went and spoke to his advisor, all of that is very relatable, and that makes his storytelling quite compelling, right, for us, because we believe in his story. Then why should we? You establish two things: you establish logos and you establish ethos. The fact that we will trust him, because it just seems that his story resonates with our story. And then you talk about traveling and how that can be helpful. You talk about time. You talk about mindfulness. You talk about, so you give treatment of meditation. You talk about that and some ways to deal with anxiety. Other tactics: coloring, writing, working out, listening to music. They're all some strategies. And in the last bit, I felt that it was more of a vision that you had, which is wonderful. That you're talking about a future-oriented community, or that would probably how that community would look if it imbibes what he is practicing. He's asking. Hebron is preaching. So you're talking about replacing anxiety with passion or a purpose. I think that's passion, or replacing anxiety with purpose or passion is something that I haven't heard. So it's something innovative, new, and I like it, since it has that curiosity in me. All right, so I don't think any change is needed. Well done.